I have been wanting to make this video for probably 3 years now, and if I am weird or awkward in this first video, then please bear with me, or maybe I'm just weird in general, I don't know, you could be the judge of that. But I just wanted to talk about my 10-year fitness journey, and it's been long, there's been the ups, there's been the downs, but I hope to just condense what I've learned in the last 10 years into a 10-minute video, 15-minute video, so that you don't have to go through the things that I went through. And the first thing that I want to talk about is that life is a journey, especially the fitness journey. And I wish I could have just sat down and talked to my 11-year-old self and said, listen, it is not a rush. There's no reason to want to be at that specific spot in 2 months when you know that it's going to be something you're going to be doing for life. And I understand that there's going to be kids that progress quicker than you, or adults that progress quicker than you in every aspect of life, but it's the grit and it's just the consistency of doing that day in, day out. And I think that's just what I've learned a lot about this journey, is that yes, there were some of my friends that accelerated quicker than me, genetic freaks, but I look and see what they're doing now and I'm further ahead because I just decided to stay with it. And so that would probably be my first advice, is just slow down. It's okay. It's a journey. We're trying to be in this for the long term. And that kind of leads to my next, that segues to my next thing, is pain. There's many different ways that pain can manifest, either physically or mentally. And in this aspect, I'll talk about physical pain through fitness. And pain is one of the #1 indicators of the body trying to scream at you, saying, hey man, like, listen to me. Like, I'm at the verge of breaking. Please listen to me. When my shoulder feels like it's about to fall off when I'm doing a bench press, or my knee hurts when I'm doing a squat. These are all reasons that your body's saying, hey, slow down. And it doesn't even have to be in specific exercise. It could be in life, right? You could be sitting down at a desk for 8 hours doing comp sci work and you're wondering why your back hurts, but then you just take some Advil or painkiller and just go on with your day. It's like, no, your body needs you. It needs you. You need to take time to care for it if you want it to be able to do what you want it to do. Think clearly, do what you enjoy. It's like, why do we not take care of our bodies? And I wish I just knew that from the beginning. We don't call an electrician to change the light bulb. We just kind of have to figure out these little pain points on our own sometimes. And of course, if our knee's hurting to the point where we need to see a doctor, go see a doctor. But what have you tried on your own? What research? There's so much research now on YouTube, internet, that you could probably figure out your pain on your own. And it's probably something pretty simple. And the next one that I want to talk about is your lifestyle, or I guess environment. And there's many different areas in which we can navigate with this, but the first one is, what are you doing in your life in addition to exercise? Are you drinking? Are you partying? Are you smoking? Are you playing video games till 2 a.m.? Are you focusing on your sleep? And these were all things that I was like, okay, well, if I'm doing my exercise, if I'm being a good boy, then I can do these other things and I'll be fine. And it just doesn't work like that. And honestly, you'll start to feel better if you supplement your exercise with better sleep, with nutrition. And it kind of compounds on each other, because, I mean, if you are not sleeping well, if you are not eating well, you're probably also not exercising to your maximal potential. And on top of that is who you surround yourself with. I mean, if your friends are staying up till 2 a.m. playing video games, I mean, they're going to encourage you to do the same thing that they're doing. They don't know what's wrong. They don't know that they're not trying to put you down. They're just trying to have fun. But if you look at your life from a bigger picture, it's like, whoa, what am I doing? Do I want to be playing video games when I'm 26, 28, 30, 40? Probably not. And so you need to develop a skill set, and that skill set's not going to be done while playing video games till 3 in the morning smoking weed with your bros. And there's a time and place for that. And I'm glad I did it so that I could experience what that's like. But if I could talk to myself, I would honestly spend more time just reflecting, spending time with myself. The fourth one I want to talk about is having some sort of foundation, or like a baseline that you know when shit hits the fan, you can always kind of revert to. And this is something that I explicitly did not have the first probably like 8 years of training, which is crazy, is just having a way of recovering, a way of slowing down and just assessing myself. It's like, all right, where am I today? Meet yourself where you're at for today. You might have planned on paper, oh, I want to go do this. Oh, I want to hit 315 on squat. But your body's like, I feel like shit, dude. I don't think I could do this, but you do it anyways, and you get injured. And I've been down that rabbit hole many, many times, and so I completely understand. And I just wish that I could talk to my 11-year-old self and be like, hey, dude, spend the time, instead of playing video games, instead of smoking weed, instead of doing that, spend the time to do your mobility, your flexibility, your meditation, your journaling, things that can allow you to reflect on how you feel at that moment, and most importantly, why you feel that way. And so creating a foundation, which I would love to go into more videos on of how I've done this, but having that baseline is just so important in any aspect of your life. Work could be going really poorly and you need to figure out a way to calm yourself down. And you could do that through breathing, or exercising you're not getting the results that you want and you're like frustrated with yourself, and so you need a place to kind of go back to. The last piece of advice that I would give myself would be to just have fun, experiment with different modalities. For the first many years of me exercising, I thought that the only way to put on muscle was through bodybuilding. And so I was limited and almost put in this box or like this framework that I was like, well, there goes me playing sports, there goes me doing this, because like I was in such a bodybuilding oriented mindset that it was even preventing me from running. Like I felt so bulky and so like not fluid that I was limited, but I was like, well, I want to have a big chest and biceps, so it's like I have to do what I need to do, and that's just life, I guess. And I just realized that was such a limiting mindset, and I wish I could just tell myself, like, experiment with bodybuilding, calisthenics, move your body, move. Like just have fun with whatever you want to do. And at the end of the day, it just depends on what your goals are. But yeah, have fun.